All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Hey, up and down, up and down, up and down. Is it bouncing ball time, right? We even have Bitcoin. Big moves on Bitcoin from 104.2 up to 106.4, down to 105.2, up to 107. And there we hit 107 again. So what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what that means. Dump. That's what that means. Just like we did before. See that? Remember what happened on Sunday? We hit 107 on Bitcoin and then dump all the way down to 102. That, my friends, is most likely what we're going to see tonight, because Bitcoin is not ready to run to its all-time high. Not ready to run. However, Dogecoin followed Bitcoin. And that was at 23.5 or so. Followed Bitcoin, went all the way down to 21.5. If Dogecoin follows Bitcoin, then Doge would go lower, as I talked about yesterday. Or was that this morning? My timing is like all messed up. This morning, one more chance to buy, right? This morning's video. See, I'm even wearing the same shirt. See that? See that? I'm wearing the same shirt. That video, that's this morning's video right there. One more chance to buy. So would we see Bitcoin from 107 come crashing down to 105, 104, 103 and have Doge drop into the 20s? That's in play. That is in play. So that's what I see at first glance on the charts. We'll get into it in more detail as we go forward. But right now, I'm not. It hit 107, and just now Bitcoin did, and I'm like, yep, we did that before, and then Bitcoin dumped, and here we are again. Now, if Bitcoin decides during the stream to turn around and go up higher, that would be different. But now I'm not trusting it. I'm thinking it dumps because we're not ready to fly yet. Not ready to fly. So that's what we start with, guys. We'll be watching that. Let me get to the good stuff here. The House of Doge. That's right. The House of Doge. Devlin DeFrancesco holding up a Doge soda. This is actually a root beer he's got here. A Doge soda. Billy Marcus asked, what is your beverage of choice? And the House of Doge answered, Doge soda. Doge soda with Devlin. Hey, guess what Sunday is? Sunday is the Indianapolis 500 with the Dogecoin Indy 500 car driven by this guy, a fan of Dogecoin, driving around the track in Indianapolis. And what better drink to have than a Doge soda? That's awesome. That's awesome. And you know what? Not only is this Dogecoin, but look who also is one of the sponsors. It's 21 shares. Crypto for everyone. Yes, that same 21 shares that applied for a Dogecoin ETF is co-sponsoring Devlin in the race. Along with the House of Doge, there's the House of Doge logo right there, House of Doge, and 21 shares right there. But yeah, a Doge soda. House of Doge said they were going to do it, and they did it. So, well, I'm the best. Aren't you just a bear? Why are you such a Dogecoin bear? That's all I'm going to say to you today until you say something constructive. So Devlin also says, truly grateful for all the support for something that means so much to not only myself, but my family as well. There is no community like the Doge community. That's from Devlin. And he's responding to what we looked at this morning was Dogecoin being donated and raised to help Riley Children's Foundation, which is what Devlin wanted to do a donation for, of which 21 shares did donate 12,000.021. Yes, 0.021 right there for 21 shares, Doge. So look at all the Doge that's being donated to this Riley Children's Foundation. It's awesome. Davin, you donated. Awesome. That's awesome. And there's Devlin, the race car driver. He is part of the Doge community. He's not just a race car driver. So we will see how this ends up by Sunday, and are they going to close this? I don't know how that's all going to work, but we'll see. But that's cool. But yeah, are you guys watching the Indy 500 on Sunday? I will be watching. I haven't watched the Indy 500 probably since I was a kid. I've just been totally not on my radar, Indy 500. But now, I think I'll check it out. I don't know where to get that Doge soda, though. I think you could only buy it at the Indy 500. It's not being distributed everywhere yet. So, yeah, why all the bears in the house? I don't know. But hey, here's what Dima James Potts says. Dogecoin isn't just an investment. It's insurance against the system. This is what's building, guys, is there's all this talk about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin is decentralized and it gets us away from the banks and the institutions. Remember when we said all that? Well, guess what's happening now? Bitcoin is actually being bought and owned by the banks and the institutions. But what isn't? It's Dogecoin. It's Dogecoin. People ask me, Kriss, why do you keep talking about Dogecoin all the time? And I'm just like, do you see what's happening? You see how Bitcoin is no longer what Satoshi envisioned for this electronic cash, right? The e-cash that's all talked about throughout the Bitcoin white paper. That is not what Bitcoin is anymore. Bitcoin is now the digital gold store of value. There's no store of value written in the Bitcoin white paper. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as store of value digital gold anywhere in the Bitcoin white paper, which is why I say the Bitcoin white paper is now the Dogecoin white paper, because it's actually Dogecoin that's doing a better job now of what Satoshi envisioned. Because Bitcoin is now, I mean, Michael Saylor and Strategy just bought like 76,000 more Bitcoin, right? Or whatever. And yeah. So that's why I love Doge. And it's growing. All these people, oh, Doge has no utility. Do you see what's going on with Dogecoin? And inevitable is like, He's like, look, Dogecoin is its own blockchain. It's not like the other memes that guy follows, right? No, Dogecoin has its own blockchain. And so Doge OS and other things are going to be building on the Dogecoin blockchain. And what Inevitable is saying is, look, we want Dogecoin to run its own apps. We want it to run its own different smart contracts, right? Can all be written on Dogecoin. You don't need to go to another chain on somebody else's blockchain to write that stuff and then build some kind of connection back to Dogecoin. He's saying, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. We can build it all on Dogecoin with a layer 2, won't mess up the layer 1. So that's all what the Dogecoin devs have been working on, is allowing that to happen. And it's all starting to come together now. So that's huge. So that is huge. Meanwhile, Trader Allen is like, hey, look, here we go. 4-year cycle still in play. 2017, 2021. We're still in 2025, and it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. So Dogecoin's time is coming. That's what I'm saying. Dogecoin's time is coming. Yes, it will follow Bitcoin until it gets its own catalyst. As Trader Allen says, it does every 4 years, and it really hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. Dogecoin's price patterns point to a surge as whale accumulation resumes. Whales are buying on the dips. Just like I've been saying, buy on the dips, right? Well, the whales are buying on the dips. According to Sentiment, addresses holding between 1 million and 10 million Doge now hold 10.56 billion coins, up from 10.48 billion just 10 days ago. These are Dogecoin wallets between 1 million and 10 million Doge. That's who's buying Dogecoin. They are accumulating Doge. We even have huge wallets between 100 million and a billion, going from 25.53 billion to 25.86 billion. In other words, more accumulation happening with whales. They're buying Doge. And Sentiment is tracking all of that. So, is this a bullish flag pattern that we've been watching here for a week? Big bull flag. And what does that look like? And then someone else has got this big megaphone going back to 2022. Not really a very clear picture. But I get the idea. I get the idea. So, is Dogecoin breakout to 30 cents brewing? Benzinga asks in the short term. Ali Martinez, again, we covered this morning, warning of a dip down to 21.3. And I say, that's the dip. That's one more dip. Flush out leverage longs, and that's when we buy. That's when we buy. Get not financial advice. I'm just looking at patterns. And I'm looking at what's going on, and it's like, and if that happens on June 1st, May 31st, right when I get paid, that would be awesome. Because I want to buy on that dip too. I want to buy on that dip. Altcoin Sherpa says Doge has an interesting chart It chopped for about 2 months or so recently, had a strong move. If this is going to go back down, probably not comparable to previous consolidations, but we're about to see where this goes. So that's what's going on, guys. That's what we've got to start with. Doge just ran up to 22.5, now down to 22.3. Bitcoin came up to 107 and is now drifting down as predicted by moi. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to hold. You can just tell. It's just one of those things. And I know a lot of people, they start FOMOing in. They see these big green candles, price going up. It's probably a bunch of posts on X, Bitcoin 107, yay, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, now it's 106.5. It was only above 107 for like 5 minutes. That's it. Because that's what we saw on Sunday. Same thing. And here we are again. So that's what we're starting with. So we have a task to do. The DogeList, right? The DogeList.com. Here is the DogeList. With the DogeList, you can actually list your business if you accept Dogecoin. And if I say explore, I don't want it to know where I am. I just want to explore. I don't know, Charlotte. Can I just zoom into the UK and it's going to see you? Will it just see you? I think it will. And there you are. Oh, you're closed right now. There you are in Manchester. It works. There it is. I don't know how to pronounce this. Laic squeeze? Laic squeeze? Is that close? I have no idea. But there you are. Look at that. And you click on it. Oh, nice. Look at that. Picture on the inside. Aesthetic treatments. Very, very nice, Charlotte. Find out what the store has to offer. Make sure to verify the location before going. But it's closed right now. That's because you're here. Like exquisite. Okay. Exquise. Okay, we could do that. Very nice, Charlotte D. There you are. Right there. Congratulations on the Doge list. So if anybody is running a business where you're accepting Dogecoin, sign up with the Doge list. Charlotte says it's really easy. People there are very nice. And there you go. That's very cool. I know. What would you rather be doing, Charlotte? Working or watching the KrissPax live stream? Exactly. Exactly. Bitcoin's not completely dumping yet. It's saying, wait a minute. Kriss said we're going to go down, but I'm not quite so sure yet. I'm not quite so sure. All right, let me come up here in the chat. Well, here's Harry, who has rejoined yet again. You should now be Harry 3.0, Harry. We have Harry 3.0 now as a member of the channel. Does that mean there's no new buyers and only existing wallets? It can be both. It's just like there is big accumulation happening though. Now remember, Dogecoin does inflate, right? 10,000 new Doge every minute. So Not only does it need new buyers, but it needs existing wallets accumulating as well because of the Doge inflation. You always have to have buyers to keep the price level at 10,000 Doge a minute, so to speak, right? BTC, Doge, ETH, and XRP. That's a good portfolio. I'm not a fan of the XRP piece, but that's me. You guys know that. JS, $1 to $2 Doge easy if we get alt season and X payments. And what's up? I like the hearts. Yes. Love the hearts. If Bitcoin price action is too high, maybe Doge will be the alternate. Maybe CDC. Yeah, that space display. No, it's just a fun thing. That Demon James posted. That's pretty cool. And he's just saying, look, Dogecoin isn't just an investment, it's insurance against the system. That's it, worldwide. Pax Cat is our king. Yes, the Bitcoin Golden Cross is coming. And I did post that. If you follow me on X, I did post that right here. And that was 2 days ago. I posted this saying it's coming. I said most likely on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, we're going to see that Golden Cross happen. We just had the Death Cross right here. Just a little over a month ago, we had a Death Cross. And what happened to the Death Cross? Bitcoin went up. Death Cross doesn't mean the price is going to go down. Bitcoin was down here at like 78,000 when the Death Cross hit. And now it's at 106. So does that mean the Golden Cross is going to help Bitcoin move up, or is Bitcoin going to dump when it gets to the Golden Cross? I don't know. Now we're past the Death Cross, Oz. Now we're moving toward the Golden Cross. All right, let's turn these on. See where we are. Oh, the 200 is still not. Brrr. Still not showing it. Oh, there it is. Finally. All right, let's go to the daily. Oh, look at that. It's so close. It is. It's going to be tomorrow. It looks like tomorrow is going to be the cross. Maybe Thursday if it doesn't quite get there. I was guessing Wednesday, but it might actually be Thursday. And that will be the Golden Cross. That's the 50-day simple moving average is the blue line. The 200-day simple moving average is the white line. When the blue crosses over the white, that's a Golden Cross. Doesn't mean the price is going to keep going up, though. It just is what it is. It is what it is. So that's what we got. Doge in its bull flag still. Still in the bull flag. Kind of on the higher end there of the bull flag, but it's still in there. So we will keep watching that as well. All right. Hey, Zetless. No, Charlotte said it was all right. Even the queen has to close her store at night. Yeah, exactly. It was super easy. Took you just 5 minutes to register. Lovely people at the DogeList. Awesome. KB, how are you? Yeah, the first 20 minutes was golden. Always good stuff. For those folks like myself, get impatient. We sell at 24 and 25. It drops back down. Will it ever bypass us and make it higher? That's the swing trading piece that you never know. You could miss out on a big run. That's the risk. I know. Harry needs to change to 3.0. That's what I was saying. My goal is to stop being money poor and start being debt poor. Exactly. Got to get out of that debt. Get out of that debt, whatever it takes. The stablecoin bill really isn't going to change much, in my opinion. I mean, it's just that helps, I guess, Bitcoin more than anything else. Stablecoin bill, awesome. It does keep us away from CBDCs. The United States will never have a CBDC. That's probably another reason why Cynthia Loomis like totally shut out Brad Garlinghouse and XRP, because they are supporting and pro CBDCs in other countries. And it's like, you really want to support that? Do you really want to support that? I mean, Garlinghouse doesn't care. He'll go anywhere to make money. And Senator Loomis just totally shut him out. It's like, nope, not talking to you. They're not going to add more to the supply. It is what it is. How's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's at 106.7. It did run up over 107 here, and I think it's going to fall back a bit, but we'll see whether it follows my line. That's my guess, is what's going to happen to Bitcoin later tonight. Yeah, and XRP just keeps releasing, minting, whatever it is, a billion more XRPs. People talk about the inflation of Doge, and have you seen XRP? Have you seen XRP? I know, isn't that funny? Death crosses end up being more like the bottoms, and then golden crosses at the top. Because, I mean, in the end, if you added them all up, it's probably 50-50. I don't know. Is Changelly a legit way to change? Changelly? I don't know where you dump your Pi tokens. I have no idea. I mean, we can look on Coin Market Cap, and we can search under Pi, and then we can see what exchanges can you trade, what markets are there for Pi tokens. OKX, BitGet, MEXC, Gate.io. So it's those kind of exchanges where you can sell Pi tokens. Most of this is all going to be swaps, though. At PiNX, CoinW. I guess they have enough liquidity on here for MEXC. When it starts dumping, I don't know what it's going to do, but I don't know what Changelly is. Is that a swapping platform or something? I don't know, but this is where I go to figure out the markets, where a different crypto is trading. And so OKX, BitGet, MEXC, Gate.io. So somehow you'd have to get your tokens onto one of those exchanges. If you can transfer it on and then sell. Just something to look at. $1.13 sounds a good enough number as any, but I'm thinking, yeah, we'll wait till the fall for something like that. Yeah, Ben Cowan's been talking about the range lows on alts. I get what he's saying. We're not going to see a rotation of retail traders selling Bitcoin and then rebuying alts. There may be a few, but that'll be FOMO once alts really start moving. But what does it take to get the alts moving? That's what we're going to be watching, particularly with Dogecoin, though. Doge can have its own catalyst to get it ignited. And what I've been saying is it's Doge that's going to lead alt season when it happens. So I don't think alts are going to be continuing to bleed down to their range lows. Well, what Ben said was in that trading pair, right, versus Bitcoin. That's what he means. Not the price of the alt, but alt versus Bitcoin, whichever one it is, ETH versus Bitcoin, Solana versus Bitcoin. He's saying all of those are going to bleed down to their range lows. So if you go to the ETH Bitcoin trading pair, which is this one here, go to the daily, and you'll see the range low is down here at 0.018. Let me get your message out of the way here. So there's the range low right there at 0.018. This is ETH versus Bitcoin. Even though ETH has had a little pump here, basically what Ben's saying is because of the strength of Bitcoin, ETH is going to bleed back down to the range low right there at 0.018. That's what he's saying. It's versus Bitcoin, not ETH going down to its price back in April. So that's what he's talking about. All right. It's the Bitcoin pair, which then of course leads to Bitcoin dominance still being up. So topped up here over 65% earlier in May, 65%. Then we had that little run on ETH, right? So Bitcoin dominance dropped to 62, and now look what's happening. Bitcoin dominance is coming back up. And that's really while most alts are going sideways, maybe slightly down, and Bitcoin's going up. So we have Bitcoin dominance coming back up. That's what that's about. All right. Good question, though, or good comment. Happy Tuesday, Danny. How are you? Get the support going. Thank you. A like. People like the stream, please. I'm full of all kinds of good information here, not just Dogecoin. I do know a little bit about some other things. A little bit. What do I think about the next FOMC rate cut in June? I'm guessing the Fed, Chair Powell, and the board are still going to say they need more data, not enough information about tariffs and what the tariffs are going to do to unemployment and inflation. And so they're going to keep rates the same yet again because they need more data. That's what I think is going to happen. Hey, Bree, happy Tuesday. Right. November was not alt season. It was a nice run. It was a nice run. I mean, Doge went up 300%, but it wasn't alt season. True. I mean, we can look at Bitcoin dominance and we can see what happened there, right? We go to Bitcoin dominance and we zoom back and see what happened. And Bitcoin dominance was up at 61% and it dropped down to 55. So that was November right there. But what did Bitcoin do? The alts couldn't keep going up, right? The alts started trading back down. And then when the whole market started going down later in December, what happened? Bitcoin went down, alts went down harder. And when the alts go down harder, Bitcoin dominance goes back up. And that's what we've been living with for the past 4 months, was exactly that. $22.5 for Doge. Dogecoin saying, KrissPax, I'm not going down. We'll see. We will see. Deadman, great day to own crypto. Any day's a great day to own crypto. Getting away from the banks, the institutions. I love it. I love it. Last I heard, maybe only one rate cut later this year. We don't know. That's just people guessing. The Fed board isn't going to say. They're going to take it meeting by meeting by meeting. Good day, Crypto Princess. You don't need QE to get alt season, but it certainly helps. Yeah, stop QT, but the QE will certainly help. Did we just hit a death cross? Nope. No death crosses. Yeah, the dollar is kind of tanking. But crypto hasn't gone on its big run yet because there's not a lot of flush cash out there. Nobody's sitting on piles of money like we were in 2021 with all of those stimmy checks. So the money's got to come from somewhere. Tax cuts could help, but again, tax cut gets passed, let's say in the big beautiful bill, right? In the United States, but people aren't going to realize what extra money they actually have until tax season next year. So it's not an unlimited supply on a day-to-day basis. Over infinite amount of time, it's unlimited. I mean, but so Solana, there's a ton of tokens that are the same way, that just keep minting and minting and minting as an unlimited supply. So you gotta understand that. Hey, Doug, how are you? Yeah, Anthony, that's what I'm thinking too for Doge. But right now it's saying, no, Kriss, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to dump down yet. I still think Bitcoin will hit 125K. We'll see, Javier. We're only in May still. All these good things going on for Bitcoin. Sure, 125 definitely can happen. Jason reminds everybody to hit the like. Yeah, when is that Trump dinner? And the token's probably going to pump right into that dinner and then dump after, maybe. I don't know. It's doing pretty well. Today, Trump token's up. I was trying to see that maybe if it goes to $16, I might do a swing trade or just get out of it completely. If it does that. See what it looks like on the 4-hour chart. Like if it came back up to $16 where it touched here briefly at the end of April, I might say, that's good enough. I'll take my loss. This is the run that Trump token did with the announcement of the dinner. So now, is it going to pump going into the dinner? And is that a time to sell? Yes, Con. The Trump token took not only Dogecoin's liquidity, it took all alt liquidity. Everything was dumping that weekend and people buying into Trump token. It was all retail. It just sucked it all out. We talked about it in January. And that's the term I used. Sucked out all the liquidity out of the alts. Everybody buying this Trump token thing. And that's how Trump went from $2 all the way up to $75. That was all retail, buying all of that. And then look what happened. Boom, 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 boom. Just came bouncing down. But yeah, all of that liquidity came out of the alts into Trump token. Not just Doge. But yeah, if this goes up to $16, I may take that opportunity to say, cut my loss there. And then go buy more Dogecoin. And buy more Dogecoin. Forex is back. Market cap for Bitcoin steadily going up, bringing value to investors. Well, we'll see what happens still, Anthony. Doge has not gone on its big run yet. Agreed. Can't get alt season with alts going to range lows. Correct. But again, it's versus Bitcoin. The range lows that Ben was talking about is versus Bitcoin. Are we still in a bull run? Or will we still see a bull run? I think so. Trump said he wasn't going to fire Powell. Powell's got one more year on his contract. So, but Khan's right. It's not just Powell, it's the whole board. Now, some of the board thinks that we should be a little looser and maybe starting some, some interest rate cutting. But overall, it's still the majority says no. Weather Girl, hey, you guys on the road yet? Have you hit the road yet down to Miami? How high are we going today? 22.5? That seems to be it right there. 22.5. That's our resistance right there. I'd be surprised if they cut more than once this year. I'm with you, Con. Yep. Money will come from the big, beautiful tax bill. I don't think people are going to realize how much extra they have until it gets into tax season. I really don't. RR, notice the dollar being weaker because the price of Doge and Bitcoin in dollar has increased more than the price increase has been in Norsk kroner. Your kroner. The kroner. Yeah. Send it. Once you were in green on the Trump token, you converted. Yeah. Well, I bought up at $32. So at 16, I'm cutting my losses in half. But we'll see. There's a Pax Gold, I know. It basically follows the gold market. I have nothing to do with it. It's been around longer than I've been on here. Yep. Bitcoin goes up, Doge goes with it. Generally, that's what happens. Cyber shots. I haven't learned all patterns yet, but do you see a bullish falling wedge pattern? Wedges are wedges. Sometimes it leads bullish, sometimes it leads bearish. I mean, look at this. Doge is just saying, no, I'm going to be green, regardless of what Kriss says. I'm going to be green. Bitcoin is going to try 107 again, but Doge is already higher than it was earlier. Hey, Monica, you made it to Miami, and there you are. Bruce found another, and you guys in here, metal detectors. Awesome, you found one already. See, making money already while on vacation. Well, it looks like we already passed 22.5. 40 cal. 22.57, 22.58. There's 22.6 right now. So that's a big, strong move for Doge. The dinner is May 22nd. That's in 2 days. So Thursday night, Trump dinner. Okay. Psychologically, they'll start spending more money when they know how much more money they will have with tax cuts. Yeah, but they're not going to know that soon. Yep. Probably not going to 35 cents next week. We'll have fun watching the Indy 500 on Sunday. It's not going to have any impact on the price of Doge. We got to wait for the real stuff to happen. I know Doge is green on the day now. Yeah, I saw Australia cut its interest rate. But what does Trump call Powell? Too late? Too late, Powell? Doge to the moon. Ah, no shoulda, woulda, couldas here, weirdos. No shoulda, woulda, couldas. You make the best decision you can at the time. Denise, you bought $55. I felt bad at $32 Trump token. 55. But yeah, that was all the hype then, right? It was just going to do a little dip and then go higher. Nope. How high can Dogecoin go in a week? It could go up $1 in a week. How high will it go? That's a different question. Bitcoin at 107.3 now. So looks like leverage trading is happening now. Taking out the leverage as we speak. Taking out the shorts. $9 million in shorts on Bitcoin in the last hour. Doge, over $1.8 million in shorts have just been taken out in the last hour. So that's what they're going for right now, are the shorts. It looks like there's a lot of new shorts on Binance here going up to 108. Look at that. So yeah, we could see Bitcoin hit 108, take out more of those shorts, and then dump down to take out more longs. Is it the 2 week or the 1 week? I was looking at earlier. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, take out these bright yellows up here to 108 and then dump to try and grab some of these longs lower. 1 more, 2 more days at the max of that. Hoping we rip through the resistance soon. Again, it's a lot of it is this the leverage trading, short and long. Where is it? Are they going to come up to 108? 107.9. Take out that last yellow right there at 107.9. Maybe touch 108 and then dump, because there's all sorts of new long leverage being made. What does Doges look like? Yeah, same thing. Doge has some big shorts up here to 23.9. That'd be a big run, though, to get up to 23.9. But then all this new long leverage down here, 21.6, 21.4. Charlotte, you bought at 21.8 and you used some of your car money. You just couldn't resist. You're like, I'm going to make some money on Doge to pay for that car. Hey, if it gets up to 22.8, that's a penny a coin, right? Depending on how many coins you bought. That's more money than you had before you bought that Doge. I do not do any leverage trading, cyber shots. No, I stay away from that. That is gambling. The Charlotte poll yesterday was it 72? Is that where it ended? 75? It was up there in the 70s. Said she should buy Doge. Buy more Doge, not the car. Yep. So yeah, the 2017 playbook, Con, makes sense. If they stop the quantitative tightening, balance sheet goes sideways, dollar already down. It's just right now we're going into the summer, and generally the summers don't really do like big pump action. So the timing is off a little bit. Forks thinks 23-cent Doge. Mr. T is calling for 110K, a new all-time high for Bitcoin. You're covering your tax money. You're going to be shorting Bitcoin. Ride it down to 65K. Ooh, I don't know, Con. 65K. I still think even if Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, let's say end of May, beginning of June, right now it could be end of May, new all-time high, it's not going down to 65K. Not in 2025. I think there's still going to be a run in the fall. Bitcoin's going to go even higher. But if you want to short, okay, good luck. Anthony's laughing at me. I'm just spitting out truth here, dude. Nothing I've said is laughable. It owes you, yes. Well, for that matter, I hope Doge at least gets up to 23.8, right? That'll be 2 cents per coin that you just bought. That'll give you some extra cash for that car, right? That'll be a nice little trade. Give you that little extra. So you're buying a new car versus a used car, maybe. Probably need more than that, depending on how much you bought, right? But that'd be nice. Wouldn't that be a nice trade? That Doge trade gives you just enough extra money to go from a used car to a new car. I like that. Weirdos thinks Bitcoin pullback into the 90s. Into the 90s. Let's see what that looks like on the leverage trading. The low 90s, even on the 2-week, to come down to like 95, maybe 95 would be about as low as you go. I could see them trying to target maybe 98.5. There's $286 million there. 99.6, $300 million. I mean, those are the targets, but all the way down to the lower 90s. I think there's too much buying and too much support of Bitcoin at this point in the bull market for it to go that low. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube that supports Dogecoin. What do I know? Funny how I'm right more often than not, though. I'm just saying. Right. I don't see Bitcoin that low, but damn, what a discount that would be. Exactly. Good luck to the gamblers. Sergio, end of May will start alt season. That summertime is not the time for alts to be pumping, Sergio. I don't know, but Doge to all-time high October 13th. I don't know. October 20th is what we say here. Give it one more week. October 20th. That's the day. That's the day. To the moon. Yeah, we'll get to 25-cent Doge soon. I think so. Cups and handles, forks don't always play out. Kind of weak, actually. I don't know what time frame you're looking at, but I don't see any cups and handles except on the weekly. That's the only one I see. Don't see any cups and handles. This bull flag is getting pretty long here. It's getting pretty long. That's why those guys on X, they like squinch it all up, right? They squinch it all up so it looks like a flag, but you zoom in and it's just like that's getting to be a pretty long flag there. Summer weakness. We just had 4 months of nonstop weakness. I know that was all tariff. That was all fear of tariffs. That wasn't just weakness. That was fear of tariffs. So people were selling the risk on assets like crypto. That's what that was. Yeah, we were talking about Trump token. I'm looking for $16 Trump token, and then I'm going to sell and be done with it. We just talked about it quite a bit and looked at the chart about 10, 15 minutes ago, CJ. Me no courage. Algo isn't dead. It's just not going to make any great gains. Algorand just has no momentum. And the number of tokens that they've minted since 2021 is insane. Far more than the new Dogecoin coins in circulation. on a percentage basis from 2021. But people don't talk about that. Oh, they say, oh, Dogecoin's unlimited. And I'm like, have you seen how many Solana tokens have been made in the past 4 years? Have you seen how many Algorand tokens have been made in the last 4 years? Or even how about XRP? All of them at a higher percentage of inflation than Dogecoin. But nobody talks about that except me, because everyone just wants to hear the, oh, Dogecoin, unlimited supply. Do your research. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. You can't. Anthony, we're just having fun here, dude. Not being serious. Dude. Ramon, I'm ready to take 4 to 6 months off, fix my posture from staring at this horrific phone. Got to get one of those big screens, right? Put it up on the wall. Then you can watch charts. You can look at the charts in big screen. Sergio, hit the likes. Thank you. Prajwal, how you doing? Could you please give your insight if a public offering of a common stock is bad or good in the long term? Definitely, it's bad. The public offering just means that company wants to load up on more money. That's what they want. Offerings are, I need more money in my bank, so I'm going to offer more common stock, so a bunch of people will buy it and give me more money. Do you know who's really good at that? Gevo. Just look up Gevo. Almost on a yearly basis, they have an offering. AMC just had a bunch of stock offerings. They did it a couple different ways, and everyone's pissed about it. Generally not a good thing. Not a good thing. It's inflating the market with more stock. Facts. They're running Solana to the ground. Last time I checked, the dollar is unlimited supply as well. Exactly. Yeah, whatever happened to that Fort Knox inspection of the gold? That was like a big thing like 2 months ago. Nobody went and nothing. You're welcome, Ramon. No, that was good. That was good. Big screen on the wall. Let's go. Look at Doge moving up. 22.7. Broke through that resistance. Moving up. Charlotte wants her car. Charlotte wants her car. So we need Doge to pump. Everybody liked the stream. Thank you, Aesthetic. What about Jasmine? Jasmine went on a run earlier this spring and then just kind of petered out. It's running up now too. But we zoom out and we're like, not great. Not great. It was up over 2 cents here just a week ago. And then profit taking, sold off. So got to get back up to 2 cents for Jasmine. Bitcoin, however, is now higher than it was a week ago. Making moves. Dogecoin, well, a week ago, almost to the same point it was a week ago. But it did this crazy thing over the weekend. Up and down and up and down. That was pretty wild. Markets, crypto options. I'm not following the United Health Group stock. I'm new. Over under $1.29, Ramon. I think the unders will win that. I mean, how about I just do $1? Okay. I'll just do that. What will be Dogecoin's high this bull run? Over $1. Under $1. All right, now we'll see what people think. There you go. Everybody vote in the poll. We shall see. Very scientific, these polls are. Very scientific. Anthony, that's why Bitcoin is ideal for what? For use as a cryptocurrency or as a store of value to make a lot of money? That's the difference. Dogecoin isn't made like Bitcoin because it doesn't want to be a store of value. It wants to be used to tip people as a currency. So it's different. Doge is looking strong right now. Charlotte wants that car. In the pump we trust. Come on, Doge. I think the Golden Dome is supposed to be the isn't the Golden Dome supposed to be a defense system? I don't know. You just read an article of Doge to €1 by the end of the month. Interesting. Doge to €1. Yeah, just don't see that pump happening in the next week. Dang, but okay. We'll see where everyone thinks. I like the thought, Danny, but if you want to tip Charlotte, you can do that. You can go to X and you can search Charlotte D. Nope. And there's a wallet right there. So if you want to tip Charlotte D, Dogecoin tips, she accepts right there on her X account. You can do that. And I've got the same thing. I've got my Dogecoin wallet right there. If you want to tip me some Doge. But Charlotte, yeah, it's right there. Let's go Doge. Yeah, Bitcoin 107. It's kind of futzing around at 107 here. Thank you, Prajwal. Appreciate it. Yeah, this isn't a game. I mean, the big picture for me was a gamble, right? I mean, I sold my house, right? Put all the equity into the markets, right? Mostly crypto. I had to buy Tesla stock because it was down and a few other things. But was mostly crypto. That was a gamble. But at that time, right after that FTX crash, Bitcoin went down to 16K, I was like, if there's ever a chance for me to do this, that was the time. Let's go. Exactly, Doug. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is not a currency. And that's the main message I'm taking with me to the Bitcoin conference next week. Well, whatever happened to the Lightning Network? It's a big fail. Nobody wants to spend their Bitcoin. What does Michael Saylor say? Never sell your Bitcoin, right? That's not what Satoshi envisioned. It was like supposed to be spent. So, Dogecoin. Pump so I can buy a lot of pizza in New York. Imagine you go to New York and you go to Williamsburg Pizza, right? To spend Dogecoin on a pizza, because you get 25% off your pizza if you use Dogecoin. Much better if Dogecoin is way up in price because you get a lot more pizza for a lot less Doge. Ryan is betting under $1, but near the all-time high. So far, the over $1 is up at 63%. Come on, guys, let's vote in the poll. Over or under $1. Tony says, when I start getting generally excited is when mainstream started talking about Bitcoin as digital gold. Bitcoin can have that title. I want to start paying for gas in Doge. Exactly. That's what's happened. That's exactly what's happened. And all the banks and all the institutions, the big companies, they're buying Bitcoin. I can read you, Heriberto. I started using the Robinhood debit last week, and it's only one step removed. I mean, I hear those Robinhood products are great, but I want to get to the point where I'm just spending my Doge. That's what I want. Hey, DC Bundles in the house. How are you? That's what we're building for, is so that all those people that say that Doge has no utility, like stupid, like Motley Fool, and it's like, well, have you seen what's going on with Dogecoin? And Daniel, don't think Doge will hit $1. Holders will take profits way before that. That's going to be the hard thing for Doge getting to $1, is all the selling that's going to happen. Once it gets past its previous all-time high, 80, 90 cent Doge, people are like, yeah, I'm taking profits. Ali's like, come on, Doge. If Doge hits $1, I'll resign. I know, weirdos. I mean, that at the end of 2022, after that FTX crash, the only thing I didn't buy then was Solana. I wish I had bought Solana then. That was one of those things. I just felt like since Solana was tied in so closely to FTX, I mean, that's why Solana went down to $9. But I was just like, yeah. Abyss is right. Needs more likes on the live. Yeah, Pump is like taking a little breather here. Again, 107, just that's the 107 line right there on Bitcoin. If I had 1 million Bitcoins, trust me, I will sell. Yep. 1 million Bitcoins. Pedro's like, Doge will hit exactly $1. 1 Doge equals 1 Doge. Annika, I go back and forth between the different time frames on the heat map, because the longer you do, like the 2-week, you get all of these that were made 2 weeks ago. So I want to see further down, like how long some of these trades have been open. It's like these 2-week long trades for Bitcoin on leverage from 95K up to 98K. That's a lot of money there that still is open on these leverage trades. That's why I zoom out every once in a while to the 2 weeks. But generally the 48-hour is pretty reasonable enough to see all the more recent stuff. Like 107.5. I'm surprised Bitcoin didn't just go up to 107.5 and take out all those shorts. That's a lot of money right there. $239 million at 107.5. 107.5. That's on the 48-hour. See, if you look at the 24-hour, you're not going to see that much at 107.5 because a lot of that is longer. But see all those 107.5s, the yellow goes away. All you see now is the more recent 107.3. But you go to the 48-hour, and all of a sudden 107.5 just has a huge target on it right there. We'll see if the market makers take it up there. You love Doge, but voted under $1 this run. The Motley Fool is right. No utility. Oh, no, that their name is Fool. Ah, gotcha. Half your bag will be gone at 72 cents, Ramon. I mean, what chance does Doge have to hit $1.29? It's going to be hard. Doge needs to dip at the beginning of the month when I get paid. Exactly, lower fifth. I'm with you. June 1st. Huge dip on June 1st. I want that too. And then it can go up. Doug, yep. As Doge approaches $1, there will be a lot of people taking profits. It's going to be hard to get over $1. You're looking into a Roth IRA. Have you seen that I Trust Capital IRA account where you can actually buy crypto in that account and then you just hold it? And then when you retire and you sell that crypto, you don't have to pay capital gains taxes on the profits. I've been listening to Robbie at Digital Asset News. He's had the I Trust guys on his live stream a number of times. That's a huge selling feature. It's like you start I Trust Capital IRA and you buy crypto and you just let it sit there till your retirement. And then any profits on that crypto, when you withdraw that in your retirement, no capital gains taxes on the profits. Nope, Forks. The big purchase was the house. Anything else I make now on crypto is just for trips, fun things. No more big purchases. I did the big thing already. If it goes to $1.70, God bless. Yeah, we can dream though. Yeah, Frank, we're having some little pumpage going on here. Little pumpage. Hey, DC Bundles, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. How do you think regular people can promote and push for true utility on Doge? Basically, go look up House of Doge. Follow the House of Doge on X. Follow the House of Doge. Watch what they're doing, and then get involved. Because this has a better chance of being something big than Elon for real utility for Doge. Okay? Follow the House of Doge. Doge is just getting started, people. Exactly. Yeah, Jones Soda. Actually, we did talk about it right there. Earlier in the live stream, Frank. We had Devlin there with his Jones Soda, Dogecoin themed. Yep. We got some Dogecoin soda coming out. Right now, it's only at the Indy 500, but they're going to get some distribution going. And out it comes. Jones Soda. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, DC Bundles, for all of your questions and comments as well. Appreciate it. DB says, this is why I want a Doge ETF to put into your Roth. Or you can just start a new Roth with I Trust Capital. Again, I don't have an affiliate with them or anything. Rob does over at Digital Asset News if you want to use his affiliate link. But I Trust Capital, you can start an IRA and you can buy crypto and you just hold it. Yeah, Lloyd Ostertag. Ah, yes, Danny. Lloyd Ostertag. Talking about Dogecoin. Dogecoin is the turtle in the crypto race, slow and steady. No, when it pumps, it's not a turtle. It turns into the hare. Soda. Is there a ticker symbol for Jones? My Jones? I don't know what My Jones does. Good question. My Jones Soda. JonesSoda.com. JonesSoda.com. Basically, you make your own labels. You make your own labels about us. Made with pure cane sugar, featuring the most unique packaging, created in Vancouver, BC in 1995. The Jones Soda Company. Well, they look pretty legit to me. Jones Soda Company. I don't know if you can invest in them, though. I don't see anything about that. Investor relations. Yeah. They're only OTC, over-the-counter trading. They're not publicly traded. You've had some Jones Soda. It's not bad, DB. I don't have Netflix. I haven't seen Bitcoin. I would imagine by the name of Bitcoin, it's not bullish on Bitcoin. Hearing positivity from Doge gives me hope for Supra. Yeah, Supra is not related to Doge. Jones Soda used to be known for making silly flavors. Thanksgiving dinner themed sodas. You had black cherry, orange. Yeah, they've. Jones Soda, Nuka-Cola Quantum, special release Zero Cola, mixed berry and kiwi, pineapple ginger, watermelon cucumber, orange and cream, s'mores. Someone did a Hedgehog 3. Cream soda, sold out. Lemon lime. Fruit basket. All kinds of different things. Cane sugar. More cream soda. Grape. Root beer. Orange and cream. Green apple. Blue bubblegum. There you go. You're a fool for those fruit sodas. Oh. Only natural ingredients. Used to drink it in junior high. Jones Soda. Danny says Jones is good. Well, the House of Doge just made a bunch of Dogecoin themed so not selling on the website yet, the Dogecoin ones. I'll buy some. Lee, your membership must have run out. Yeah, I'm not sending out Doge anymore to members. That all happened back in early April. It's just a penny stock. Michigan made. They said they started in Vancouver. They don't really say. It just says created in Vancouver in 1995. Doesn't say anything about them being Michigan. Yeah, I don't see anything about that. Yeah, their contact is just a form. Not much else there. There's a YouTube promo for Bitcoin. I would play it, but they might have some music in it that is copyright protected. So I can't play it for the in the live stream, but I'll check it out. I'll check out the promo on YouTube. Yeah, Elijah, every once in a while, I get lucky. And I'm right. Every once in a while. I just say you're probably better off, you know, following some guy that just made $2 million in the market than somebody who hasn't made anything. For example, I'm just saying. I might be right. Yeah. I might be right. But Trader Allen, I mean, every once in a while, he likes to draw these pretty pictures, and sometimes I make fun of some of his charts, but this one is a banger from earlier today. This is a banger. It's like, okay, 4-year cycles, we have not had the big candle yet this cycle. Hasn't happened yet. So if we follow the 4-year cycle, this hasn't happened yet. This is on a 6-month chart. You like the pretty pictures, Ryan? Do you follow Trader Tardigrade? You like his 3 times a day Doge charts? Sometimes they're kind of nonsense, but they always look pretty. He does like his colors. Oh, I got to give this one a like. I didn't give it a like. There we go. Alan, you got my like. And I'm showing it on my live stream. Hey, Jay. Yeah. Who's selling their Doge over 23 cents? There's going to be some swing traders that are eyeing 23 cents for a swing trade. Hey, if they sell the Dogecoin wrapped Jones soda, I'm buying it. I will be buying it. I'll drink it here on the live. Dogecoin themed Jones sodas, definitely. I'll be buying it. Some root beer. That would just be so good right now. Have a nice cold Dogecoin root beer. I'd be drinking that right now if I had some. That'd be good. MB waiting for 50 cents. The chart looks like a 3-tier plant hanger. I know, but that 3rd tier hasn't happened yet. Got to go up. You'd buy a whole crate? I'm jonesing for a soda. Nice one, Kyle. And I don't even like sodas. Oh, that's good. I know, right? But that root beer looks pretty good. That's pretty good. And Doge is like, I'm not done yet, Kriss. I'm not done yet. Bitcoin's back to 106.5. It's following my line. See, guys? It's following my line. Sometimes I get lucky. Pax Cat wants a soda. The flavors? We just went through the flavors. Just go to jonessoda.com. Scroll all the way down. And if you start at the bottom, you'll see blue bubblegum, berry lemonade, orange and cream, apple cane, strawberry lime, root beer, cream soda, grape, sugar cane. So that's their flavors. Their main flavors are those. Are we going to see a pullback, Kalia? I think so. I think we're going to have a pullback tonight, unfortunately. That goes along with my theme from, again, this morning's video, one more chance to buy. If you watch that video of me in the same shirt here from this morning, wearing the same shirt, all dressed up for work, right? That video right there, I laid out what I think is going to happen. One more chance to buy on a big dip. One more big dip. I got my dry powder, June 1st, right? Looking for June 1st now, May 31st, whatever. Pullback. That's for my video this morning, Charlotte. One more chance to buy. They all taste like diabetes, but it's sugar cane, right? It's sugar cane, natural products. None of that artificial sweetener. I'm waiting for 37-cent Doge to pay off my farm, and then I have proof of farm. Nice. Proof of farm. Exactly, Yuli. I hope you get it. Go Doge doggy. The flavors are good, gooder, and goodest. Buy it and seal it. Does it gain value over time? I don't know how long that would last. I don't know. You think there's somebody who have like Cokes or something from years ago? I don't know what happens over time. Doge is saying, hold my soda. Exactly, right? That'll be fun. It'll be a fun thing to do, though, is to get some of this, the Dogecoin themed sodas. That'll be fun. Maybe it's just a one-time deal for the Indy 500. I don't know. House of Doge hasn't said. But that'd be fun. June 1st. That's what I reckon too, Campo. A sealed collectible. I mean, all natural soda, how long does it last? Or does it matter? You just have it in the bottle and you seal it and no one's ever going to drink it? I don't know. But Dogecoin's like, even though Bitcoin has gone back to 106.4, Doge is staying up here. Charlotte wants that car. Let's go, Doge. Your birthday is June 2nd. Get that last dip and then go. Devlin wins. and says, forget the milk, I'm drinking a Doge soda. No, he'd drink the, if he won, he'd be drinking that milk. Oh God, it would be all over the place. When you win the Indy 500, yeah. But if he'd have the Doge logo though on his suit though, that would look awesome. That would look awesome. Can you imagine that on TV? The Dogecoin logo on his racing suit. Let's go, Devlin. Let's go. He doesn't look like the tallest dude. A little on the short side. But hey, drives a fast car. I'll give him that. I saw that he his time got him to like 16. So he's like halfway. He's like in the middle for the race, for the qualifying. A Miata in royal blue or Dogecoin yellow. A Miata in Dogecoin yellow. I'll have to come pick up Pax Cat in the Miata. A little bit of an ocean between us, but less height equals less weight in the car go faster. That's why those horse jockeys are always little guys, right? Less weight on the back of a horse. Doge keeps fighting to hold. Doge and Jones Soda partnering. There's no limits, right? They still make Miatas, yes. They still make Miatas. Good day, Aussie. Good morning to you. Doge is doing well. It's above my resistance line, 22.5, and it decided, nope, Kriss is wrong. We're going to go higher. Bitcoin, meanwhile, is following my sloping line down. That's kind of what I think Bitcoin's going to do. And we'll see. We'll see if that plays out. We looked at the liquidations. I don't know, that 107.5 though. Big shorts right there at 107.5. Not making a Pax Cat token. Oz. No. Not happening. Not even on the Dogecoin blockchain. Once you can mint tokens on Doge, I would not make a token. No, 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 no. Thank you, Frank. Gotta get those likes up. It's hanging out now. Doge is green for the day now, up here, 22.6. That turned around fast, huh? This afternoon, Doge was like, yeah, I'm just going to go up. Like the Yugo. Yeah. I remember those Yugos. Little boxy things. Yeah, let's see. Mazda Miata 2025. There you go. 2025 Mazda Miatas. They still make them. If we could get to $1 within the next 2 days, it would really be. Then you'd have that car and more. Just enough room for you and the cat. That's all you need, right? The kid, forget the kid. It's the cat. More important. More important. Let's go Doge. Yeah, this one. Is that a removable top? You got to have it so you can open it up and drive around, not this one. The hard top. You don't want the hard top. You got to be able to open it up. Let the sun in, right? For the few days in Manchester when it's actually sunny, right? But you at least got to have it, right? For a few days out of the year in the summer, you can open it up. Hey, Bruce in Miami, how are you? Yeah, totally a girl's car. Yeah, we're talking about Charlotte here, not me. I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing. But Charlotte would look good in that car. It's all about the cat. All eyes on Doge. Well, yeah, look at Dogecoin. It's holding pretty well right now. Big run up. So time to hear all eyes on Doge. Always a good time.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
There you go. It's concert season. All eyes on Doge. The saying goes, it always rains in Manchester. But it's not rained in a month. Imagine that. You could have had that Miata convertible right now, cruising around. Dancing down in Miami, Monica? Dancing. All eyes on Doge. You need more Doge before $1 forks? Buying on the dips. I still think it's going to be coming. Thank you, DC Bundles. Appreciate it. Pump it up. $1 Doge in 2 days. I know. If we can get up 5 cents, though, 27 cents, that'd be good. Right. I'll buy a Miata and a Ferrari. But for now, there we are. Coleslaw. Yeah, if you look at my video from this morning, Dogecoin, one more chance to buy right there. One more chance to buy. I still think there's a dip to come. I don't know how low it's going to go. I talked about it in this morning's video, so do check that out. Yep. Got to set up all eyes on Doge as your ringtone. All eyes on Doge. People will be like, what is that? Meanwhile, Charlotte will just go to work tomorrow. If Bitcoin keeps looking this bullish by the end of the week, 25 cents. Somebody's ringing my doorbell. Is anybody even here? This is now here. Here? We are getting married at 41 Pleasant Street. Oh, yeah. And May 31st. Awesome. I can just drop off. Sorry, guys, had a time out there. Tell them to go away. No, look. From one of my neighbors. Look at that. Show you guys. Look at that. See? You could get off my lawn. No, look at this. This is one of the neighbors that has been away for, oh, look, Pax Cat's here too. Hey, buddy. Look at this. Nice welcome gift here for the neighborhood. They were down in Florida and they just got back and welcoming us to the neighborhood. Look at that. That is awesome. Yeah, cat, what do you want? Jackpot for Pax Cat. Exactly. There are no frozen shrimps in here. No. Charlotte, no. The cat, though, wants it. Look at that, huh? That is pretty nice. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I will. I will share the story of Doge with them. Definitely. Definitely. The cat is like obsessed with this thing now. Just leave it. See, Charlotte, this is the problem with this cat. He's a pain in the ass. Whenever there's something new. pain in the ass you are, cat. Huh? Meanwhile, Dogecoin's still going up. Oh. Yeah. When they find out I'm a celebrity. Pax Cat's like, give it to me now. Exactly. Every cat. Exactly. That. This one. Oh. Too funny. Yeah. The crinkly paper. Jackpot. No. My other neighbors don't know. This couple just got back from Florida. I guess they spend the whole winter season in Florida. So they just got back. What's in it? These are all these are snacks. There's some popcorn, cookies, other crackers, bottle of something in the middle. We'll have to see what that is. Pretty nice. Yeah, awesome. I don't have an on the air side. It's just like, no, leave me alone. I've been waiting to meet them, though. Yes, I do have a little life. Oh, God. Guys are funny. Thank you, Coleslaw. Press the like, y'all. Nope, the cat does not go outside. I don't trust him. Doesn't go outside. My dog thinks every package is for her too. Sorry, I only accept Doge as a gift. Here, just keep that. You guys used you guys used a bank for that. It's like, no banks. No banks. Monica loves the snacky snacks. Yeah, this is a whole bunch of them here. It's pretty nice. What's up, SP? How are you? Any XRP? Then they'd have to take it back. Any peanut brittle? Any peanut brittle? Oh. No, I don't see any peanut brittle. They've got the little fruit stuff, though. The little fruits. They've got the little fruit stuff there. That's pretty good. Nice. Oh. Sorry, only accept Dogecoin. Profit? Yeah. The frozen shrimps, that's all. Oh, man, he'd be all over you. It's like, forget dad. Forget dad. I'm going with her. She's got the shrimps. Looks like these are all snacky snacks. No sausages in here. This is all snacky snacks. Well, she's not going to miss them. That's for sure. She doesn't eat this stuff. This isn't for her. I mean, she might try one or two, but the rest will be for Me and the cat. No dreamies, no catnip, no shrimps. Clean out your pantry, pass it on to the neighbors. Awesome. Everyone's excited about the gift basket from the neighbors. Yeah. Just one of those fun things. It just happens. Yeah, it's mine. It's all mine. Nothing for the cat. Totally honest. Sonic, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. The cat can have the basket. When this thing gets emptied out, Pax Cat will love the basket. That's for sure. On Robinhood, how do you tighten the fees when purchasing because they don't always catch the limit price? There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, DC Bundles. That is the pain of using Robinhood. Like right now, you wanted to buy Doge, and it's at 22.64. If you hit a market order buy, you're going to pay 22.84. That's just the way it is. Or if you're selling at 22.64, you're not going to get 22.64. You're going to get 22.44 or something like that. The way it is. So if you wanted to sell at a limit order at 22.64, let's say, that's my price. I want to get that. That limit order won't hit until Doge goes up to 22.84. And then your 22.64 sale limit order will hit. That's what Robinhood does. We call that a spread between the bid and the ask. That's what they call it. It's basically their fee. That's really what it is. That's their fee. So, yep, that's how it works. And you can see what the price is at any time. You can go and you can go onto the Robinhood and you can just see what the spread is by just going in and seeing. Let's see, I'll click on Doge and I'll go buy, and it'll tell me right now 22.76 is the ask price right now. 22.76. And what does it say here? 22.61. Now it's 22.78. And it'll say right there. And it's like 22.78. It hasn't even hit 22.78 today. But nope, that's Doge on Robinhood. That's how Robinhood works. And if you wanted to sell Doge right now, it'll tell you what the price is, 22.49. 22.49? No, it's 22.62. Nope. You get 22.49. So that's how Robinhood works. They call it the spread between the bid and the ask. It's their fee. That's their fee. It's almost 0.002. It ends up being like 0.018, like right in that range. That's the difference. Robinhood. Always trying to scalp us. Dang, exactly. Well, if you go to Coinbase, you're going to pay a fee. It's going to be about the same. So when I looked at the difference, it was about a couple of years ago between the Coinbase fee and the Robinhood slippage, let's say, between the bid and the ask, it ends up being about the same. So they get paid one way or another. It's just, It's just built in. So Dogecoin starts dipping and you're like, I want to buy at 22 cents. I'm going to put a limit order, buy 22 cents. It's got to go down to 21.82, 21.83 before your 22 cent Dogecoin limit order will hit. That's just how it works. Yep, that's what happens, Giamorto, with the ETFs. They just get pushed. The same thing happened with the Bitcoin ETFs. It's not a delay. It's just, it goes for another round. But the maximum is 240 days, which will be sometime in October for those first ones. I don't remember when the XRP ETFs were actually received by the SEC. So I don't know the dates on the XRP ETFs because I just don't follow those. Unfortunately, Dogecoin has only had 2 green Junes. 2 green Junes. I will get into this on June 1st when I make my video. Wow. And they were 2015 and 2016. They were a long time ago. And then 2017 red, 2018 red, 19, 20, 21, 22, all reds in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years in a row, June has been red. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. So you lose when you buy, and you lose when you sell, and you pay taxes on any profits. You got it, Annie. That's exactly how it works. Everybody gets their piece of the pie, and you get the scraps that are left. If it wasn't for Robinhood, Doge wouldn't be in my bag. I bought it as a joke, and there it is. Coinbase fee is higher than that Robinhood difference. I think, but the more you trade on Coinbase, the fee comes down. So that Coinbase fee that you're looking at is probably for someone who hasn't traded a lot, but then the more you trade on Coinbase, the fee goes down. You prefer paying the fee, DB? Yeah. The House of Doge reposted your X post. Cool. House of Doge is all right. I'll check that out later. You just got the Coinbase fake email, Frank? Yep. Don't interact. Coinbase will not send you an email. Coinbase will not send you a text message. Well, Ryan, guess what? That is the preview of my June 1st Dogecoin June price prediction video right there. We are due. As Charlotte says, it owes me, right? It owes me. Dogecoin is owed a green month of June. It is owed. When you sell on Robinhood, it is a dollar amount or a crypto amount you want to sell. It depends on if you're doing a limit order or a market order. One will ask for dollar amount, the other will ask for the amount of coins. That's just how it works. Yes, June owes us. Exactly right. All right, gang, I got to go because I have to meet Miss KrissPax for dinner. She's not here now, so that's why I had to answer the door. So I got to go meet her for dinner because she was working late. So I got to call it a stream. Look, we're going to see what happens tonight I'm still thinking Bitcoin's going to have a bit of a pullback, but we'll see. We'll be live again tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Join in. Have some fun. Hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.